Hi friends, welcome to today's video. I am so excited to sit down and play with some makeup with you and share with you some of the new stuff, drugstore launches that have truly wowed me just looking at it from the packaging, and I just cannot wait because I truly love makeup. It is something that brings me so much happiness and so much joy, and it's so fulfilling to play with product, give you my thoughts, show you how to use the product, recommend it, or tell you to stay away from it if it's not a good formula. This is what I truly enjoy doing, and I cannot wait to get started. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Brows have been filled off camera, and I use high-end products mostly for brows, so I'm not going to show you what those are. It's the Anastasia Archer Brow Pencil that's fairly new in medium brown, and the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. That's all I've done, and I just lightly filled it in just to kind of fill in any sort of gaps and any sparseness. So let's tackle the complexion. You can probably tell that my skin has had a little bit of sun, a lot of sun actually. So I'm hoping that this next product can actually cover that and kind of tone this down, because I do have plans on leaving in a few hours to go and run some errands. So we're gonna get into our first new product, and it's actually a cushion foundation. Yes, a cushion foundation at the drugstore. That is unheard of. You don't really see a lot of cushion foundations on the market, period, especially at the drugstore. So Revolution has given us their version of it. This is what the packaging looks like. I love that really pretty kind of light lilac color, but it has like a chrome finish to it. Do you see that? It's officially called the Super Dewy Cushion Foundation for $14. It comes in 20 shades. So you get a mirror in there. You also get the puff sponge that you may see a lot of people kind of tapping and using. You can also use a brush if you prefer that, a beauty blender if you like that better. It has a like window door thing that you can close so that you don't have to have a mess coming out. It is still sealed because I haven't used it yet. You peel this off, and then inside is basically a sponge that is saturated with product. And then you kind of push that down to release the product on here or whatever tool you're deciding to use. So one thing to note, when I was pulling the seal cap off to reveal the actual sponge with color, this whole piece came out. So this leads me to believe that there may be refills available in the future, because that would be honestly ideal. If this works out and people love this, to be able to purchase this refill and then keep the exterior and just pop in a new one. That's kind of genius, okay? So I feel like they're kind of thinking ahead here. But just know that when you pull that tab off, be careful, because you could pull the whole thing out like I did. I'm gonna show you a little bit with this. I'm not sure if this is gonna be how I would use it in the future. You could just put 2 fingers through the ribbon to kind of keep it stable on your fingers. And then you can push down into the sponge like so and pick up the product. Now, I don't know if this is gonna work. Medium? Maybe not. This might be a little too dark for me right now. Let's see. Let's just do one side, and then we'll compare and see how it matches my neck. And then you can tell me in the comments if you think it matches my chest, arms, and neck area. Okay. I can't even take myself seriously. And I'm not even going to edit this bit out. Before, bam. After. Get yourself together, Lexi. I'm going to use my BK Beauty 101 brush to try to tone this down. And I'm going to spread this across the entire face area. I mean, I'm this far into it. I might as well use what's left on the sponge. I just think I got too much. Like, could this work for me a little bit later in the summer? Maybe. This is precisely why drugstore foundations in general are just a lot more difficult to match, because they don't do undertones the right way, not like high-end. And it's like, it's frustrating because you have your hopes up that you can find something that's going to work, or something like this that looks really cool and different for the drugstore, and then you get your shade and it's just not right. But let's see, can BK Beauty save the day with the brush? I kind of feel like this side isn't too bad, right? Like it's okay. Still dark. Still dark, I get it. However, I think that the finish is kind of dewy, so if you can find your right match, or maybe if you do a better job than I do matching yourself online, then you may enjoy this if you have dry skin, if you have slightly combo maybe. If you have very oily skin, this is definitely not going to be something you're going to enjoy, because you're going to have to touch this up, set this with powder, and definitely use setting spray, and then baby this throughout the day because of a radiant, hydrating finish. But dry skin, very dry skin, normal skin can do this. Mature skin will probably love this type of formula and this sort of cushion type of product. To me, that does not seem neutral. That seemed very orange, and that's not what even a warm tone should look like. Like, orange is just Who looks like that when they tan? That's not me. Not me. We have some bronzers. It's that time of the year where we're doing a lot of bronze skin, a lot of kind of bronzy, kind of blush bronzer moments. And I'm here for it because I truly do love this kind of look, that fake sunburnt look, although I have a real sunburn at the moment. I like that kind of toasty, kind of summery shade that we're seeing in a lot of products. So I have a lot of Physicians Formula. They are known for doing bronzers and they have an entire collection. So they have the Bronze Booster. This is the Glow Activated Pressed Blush, and it has like an ombre effect. Hopefully you can see that where it's kind of peachy and it gets a little bit darker towards the bottom. Then they have the Bronze Booster. This is the Glow Activated Pressed Bronzer, and these are huge. Available, and I've seen these in person at CVS. I think Walgreens maybe carries it. These are in Ulta as well, but they're massive. These will last forever. But they also have a cream bronzer. This is the Sun Blur Glow Activated Bronzing Balm. So this is giving some high-end vibes, but that packaging, is that not beautiful? And it feels substantial. It doesn't feel cheap. Comes with a plastic lid that you can either keep or toss, and the product looks like that. Do you see how it's poured and has that swirl? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This is giving Chanel vibes. Chanel has a cream bronzer that has been talked about in the beauty space for decades. Okay, it's something that I've heard about for like 15 years at this point. People just love that formula and it's beautiful, but this could quite possibly be a nice alternative to that if you didn't want to spend Chanel top dollar. The bronzers don't stop there because they also have the Bronze Boost Sun Tint. So it's a liquid, there's 2 shades, a bronze and a berry. I got the bronze to take with me on my vacation trip coming up that I think could be good for just kind of like a flush to the skin, kind of minimal makeup look. So stay tuned because I'll let you know how that turns out, because that has like kind of like a reddish tone to it, and I think on top of a sunburn it might be a little too much, so we won't be using that today. They also have these, the Butter Glow and Go. These are contouring sticks. There's 2 shades. I bought mine at CVS, and I believe I bought the Fair Light, and this may not even be dark enough for me right now, but it is like one of those twist up contouring type of pencils that you can kind of scribble and blend in. So if you're looking for a bronzer, Physicians Formula has tons of them. That's what they're known for, and that is currently available in store and online at most retailers at this point, so check those out. But what I'm really excited for, if I'm being completely honest, I am excited for the cream bronzers and blush from e.l.f. These are $7. I ordered 1 shade in each range, and we're gonna use these today. e.l.f. has taken it just a step further than those cream bronzers and blushes. They've given us powders. They've given us even a tool. So they said, if you love the Makeup by Mario F4 brush, bam, they've duped this brush, which is insane. So they have the new cream blush and bronzer duo brush, which I think looks great. I love their brushes. I think they are pretty good for the price point. They're hard to beat, pretty darn close. So this is my Makeup by Mario. It is dirty. I do apologize for that, but you can kind of see the difference. This is Makeup by Mario. This is the e.l.f. You see how close they are there? Flip it. That's the beauty of this brush, that you can use it for so many things, even base complexion steps, not just bronzers and blushes. So that's the smaller end of Makeup by Mario, and this is the smaller end of e.l.f. So pretty darn close, if not almost exact. You see that? You see how the Makeup by Mario just seems a little bit wider and fluffier, and this one has just a little bit more of a kind of longer, more narrow, maybe because it's new. We'll see what happens after some use, but I mean, it's almost the exact same footprint. Let's start with the bronzer. I ordered the bronzer in the shade Medium. This is a Soft Glam bronzer. I love this packaging, by the way. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Very luxe for e.l.f. And then you twist it up. It's a bronzing stick. And let me show you a swatch of this color. Ooh, that's pretty. That's the medium shade there. And let me swatch the blush. I chose one shade called Gumball. I thought that was really cute. And this is described as a cool bright pink, which I think would be really, oh, that is pretty. Oh yeah, yeah. And really go in and get this nicely blended. And I'm gonna try to do my best to blend this in without disrupting my skin, because I can feel that it kind of stings a little bit. But that's the medium shade on this side. Here's just the foundation. What are we thinking? I think I like that shade. I think that is a really nice shade with some warmth to it. Formula does not feel too slippery. I mean, there's a slip to it, and you can feel there's a bit of an emolliency when you kind of feel this between your fingers. So it's not super dry. It's also not very matte either. Now for the blush in that gumball shade, let me just show you. It does have a kind of hydrating look to it. Do you see that on my finger there? There is a little bit of moisture, and this does have a bit of a slip to it. So I honestly don't think that this is the best formula for someone with very oily skin unless you set it with a matching powder, which is typically what I do. And then I'm going to flip my brush over and use that other side to blend this in. So I think a double-ended brush is genius, especially if you want to be quick with your makeup. If you're traveling, one brush, you could do so many different things. And you could probably use this for concealer under the eyes because the smaller side is not super big, so it can probably fit under there. You could do the larger side for your foundation, skin tints, powders, so much that you can do with this. Let's go in with the Silky Blur Concealer. I'm looking at my stash here on the side of my desk. So the Silky Blur Concealer from Essence in the shade 100. This is gonna be kind of light. I may have to mix it with shade number 160. This is a very good concealer. I've tried this before and I do enjoy this quite a bit. I'm gonna add 160 to it just to help balance it out because it is a little too light. Use my Beauty Blender, a fresh new one, to blend this in. Concealer has been blended in, and I do think that it did help a little bit with this zone here. I do have a lot of dewiness happening on my skin, which I personally am not a fan of, but I am hoping that this next launch from e.l.f. is going to help tone that down and kind of set things. They've given us a new loose setting powder. This is officially called the Set It Bright Correcting and Brightening Setting Powder, and it's definitely giving Givenchy vibes, is it not? With that square packaging, black lid, and then you can't really tell too much here, but this one from Givenchy, the old formula, has 4 different colors. Same thing here. Seal is off. On the inside, you do get a powder puff that feels really soft, so you can either use that to use as a tool for setting your under eyes or your face. You can keep it, toss it. It's up to you what you want to do with it. But here's the cool part of this that is so genius that I think high-end brands need to listen up. You can actually take this cap off. You see how it's like a lid, but there's an opening. You can put that opening over the specific shade you want and only use that color, or take this out, dump all 4 into the cap and use a brush, sponge, tool, whatever to apply. I think that is so genius. And if e.l.f. can do that and give us this product for $12, why can't high-end brands do the same? Like, can someone make that make sense? Because it doesn't seem like it's that costly to give us this component where you can easily take this out. So this one in the light medium is going to have like a kind of light pink, a bit of a yellowish color, and one that has just a hint of, to me it looks a little orangey, I'm just gonna be honest with you, but you see all those colors. I'm gonna use my own personal powder puff, not necessarily this one. I feel like this is kind of too rounded. I like more of a point. So I'm gonna go in with the Ulta Beauty Collection powder puff, and I'm gonna work off of that swatch that I showed you in the back of my hand. And there is a slight little radiance to this, but it's not shimmery. And let's do one side and set this concealer and set this zone here and kind of try to mattify, especially above the lip here, down to this zone here, and then right in through here. Do you see the difference? I think this is a great powder so far. It is definitely setting, it's blurring, but it's not too shimmery, even though it does have a slight radiance look to it, and you may not be able to tell, but the hand just looks a little bit different. That's the hand that I put the product on to show it to you. It did make a mess all over my vanity because I did take the cap off, but just know you can do that and just put it into the lid. Save yourself the trouble of cleaning. I'm very impressed with this. I think this is probably one of the most impressive products I think I've used thus far in this video. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm just gonna lightly press over the cream blush and bronzer because it does look a little too dewy for my preference. And I know as the day goes on, I'm gonna step outside, and it is extremely humid where I live because it's been raining every single day here in Alabama, but it is a downpour where things start to flood. My yard is a mess. I also do have another powder though to try, the Bright Balance Bake Set. This is the new one from Morphe. Stay tuned, we will talk about it in a different video, but this one has some different colors. So I did a few things off camera. I took a little bit of mascara. I used the new tubing mascara, the Sky Tubes from Maybelline, and did that really simple and easy, 2 coats on the top and 1 coat at the bottom. And then I did my lip combo for the day. And this is kind of where we're at with some of the products. Now I think I want to add a little bit of a powder blush. So I think it only makes sense to go to the big blush from Physicians Formula. This is the Summer Sunset shade. This looks so beautiful. Let me take the seal off so I can show you how pretty this looks pressed in the pan. Oh, that is stunning. Look at that. Look at how pretty that looks. It is beautiful. And I like that ombre where it's kind of like peachy, and then it gets a little bit more kind of terracotta towards the bottom. And let's just kind of dust this on. I'm using the BK Beauty 112 brush, which is so small and precise, but perfect for blush. And I'm gonna bring that and kind of go under the eye a little bit and just kind of tap right over that cream blush. I know that this has more of a peachy vibe, whereas this is more of a traditional, like classic cool tone bright pink, but I think the two shades together are really nice. And because my brush is rather small, I'm gonna get a little bit more product and I'm gonna pinch it a little bit and go right through here because this looks a little bit bright and kind of, it's bare. I didn't even do anything. So let's go ahead and add a little something and then kind of bring that into the rest of the look. And I feel like that did just the trick that I needed. So this is the end result with all of those new launches. I do have one more thing that I think I might try. It's a freckle pen from Colourpop. On the Ulta side, there's several new Colourpop products, and I just decided to try the freckle pen. I've done the freckle pen thing before. Hear me out. I bought a shade that was a little bit too dark. This one is only in one color called soft brown. I'm not sure how many people are gonna be able to pull off this specific tone. I feel like freckle pens, they need to be in a different variety of shades based off of the person's individual wants and desires and what they have, if they have freckles already, and the tone of it. I have a couple that come up because of sun exposure here, but they're kind of light. So the other freckle pen that I purchased months ago was actually a really dark brown color, and I thought I could make that work, and it didn't work out for me in the way that I had hoped. Now, personally on my body, I've got a lot of these. I call them birthmarks. People call them beauty marks, but they're really dark. I've got hundreds of them all over my body. My front, backside, legs, everywhere. I have those all over my body, and I get more as I get older. They're just coming up to the surface. So I don't know. I thought that that dark color could work on my face, but it's too much of a contrast. So this shade, soft brown, is a lot lighter. That's what that looks like with the freckle pen. You see how it's a little bit lighter and not as warm? Got a little bit of ashiness to it. So I think that tone might be okay. Tell me your thoughts on freckle pens. Do you like them? Do you think it looks natural? Or do you think it's just something that you shouldn't do unless you actually have freckles? Or maybe just not even do it at all. Like, do you use them? I don't use them hardly ever. I've done it, I think, maybe once or twice before, and it didn't work out. But I'm hoping that this could be a little bit different. So let's just do just some random little dots. And then I'm just gonna kind of pat and press this in. It actually looks like it was a natural tone. Not saying that the freckle itself, the placement looks natural. Bear with me. As I use this more often, I can get better at it, but I feel like the tone of this soft brown really does blend with what I already had naturally. A few just kind of random. And that's the thing with the freckles. They're not all exactly the same, nor are they all like perfect. And that's the beauty of freckles. I think it looks so good and just effortless and just kind of just more chic. Oh, that one came out a little dark, but so far I think that this is like the better experience personally for me that I've had with a freckle pen. Like the other one, I just feel like it's too dark. I needed to go lighter. And we are officially done. I went ahead and added some more freckles. I got carried away. I did. I got ahead of myself. I don't know who I think I am, but I added a little bit more, kind of tapped over leftover concealer on my sponge, then went over it with powder. And they actually do look like they could have potentially already have been there naturally. I don't know. That's just what I'm thinking. You tell me, do you like this look? Tell me your thoughts about these products. Now, there are a few things that I didn't get a chance to use, and we'll have to do a second video using the rest of it. Tell me your thoughts. Have you tried these new launches? What product from this video are you most interested in trying? And I hope this was helpful to see some of these products. I know we did have a little bit of a hiccup, but we made it work. We try to push through it. Thanks for being here, for watching. Everything is going to be listed and linked for you down below. Take care, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.